There are better ways to keep cool. Call KS Services and receive a new Bryant unit with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Stay cool now and pay later. Visit callks.com for more.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Monday, August 24th. I'm James Spann. Obviously, our attention on the tropical twins, Marco and Laura. Finally getting some pretty good clarity on both of these. So let's dive in and talk about it. First off, this is the upper air look, and this is important. That's why we start with it basically every day. Kind of steers the weather systems along. This is the flow pattern about 18,000 feet off the ground. And we've got across the southeastern states that ridge nosing in from the Atlantic, the Bermuda High, if you will. And typically where that thing kind of ends really determines how these systems will behave. Here's the radar early this morning at 4:40. And a pretty good swath of rain is over south and southeast Alabama, generally south of the line from Mobile to Montgomery and Roanoke. And that's up in association with the top bands of Tropical Storm Marco in the Gulf of Mexico. There's the watch warning map around the nation. Up north, heat advisories for some of the states like Minnesota and South Dakota, an excessive heat warning for the desert Southwest, and of course down here we have tropical storm warnings in effect for the Mississippi coast and parts of southeast Louisiana, and a flash flood watch for the southern part of Mobile and Baldwin counties in Alabama, and that's with Marco coming in today. There's the severe weather risk. We've got several up north. Down this way, a marginal risk, again, for southern parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties. And that's mainly for the possibility of a brief waterspout or a small tornado in association with Marco. The main threat for that will be a little west of here across southeast Louisiana. This is tomorrow. The main threat for the northeast United States, a big slight risk area there. Again, a marginal risk over parts of southeast Louisiana. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, a marginal risk. Now, this is with Laura coming in over parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. For now, we're not expecting any severe weather or tornado threat in Alabama because of either one of these systems. And again, with the exception of today for the Alabama Gulf Coast, and that's just a low-end threat. So where's the rain going to be with these two systems? The bulk of the really big rain's probably west of the state. You can see the areas of yellow. That's in excess of 4 inches. And again, there might be a few spots on the Alabama Gulf Coast that get that much, but the big chance of the heavier rains, Louisiana, maybe even North Mississippi. And for Alabama, it might be. For the inland parts of Alabama, it might be late this week before we really see big widespread rain with the tropical moisture. We'll talk about that in just a second. So here's the satellite perspective of both systems, and they're both pretty ill this morning because with Marco's being sheared, and Laura is over land, over Cuba. Of course, Marco is the lead system in the northern Gulf. Laura is the system that is currently over Cuba. We'll focus on Marco, and strong shearing has kind of pulled the convection away from the center, and it's not very healthy. The top winds are 60 miles per hour. That might be generous, and that thing will be turning to the left today. It's been moving northward, but it's going to hang a left right on the Louisiana coast as a tropical storm. And remember, with this system, it's all sheared, so that black dot does not necessarily really tell the whole story. The rain and convection will be kind of far removed from that, but it should dissipate around Galveston by late tomorrow night. And again, the main rains with this will be today over South Alabama. So let's take a look at Laura's track from the Hurricane Center. And again, it's going to finally emerge into the Gulf. And once it gets into the Gulf, conditions seem favorable for strengthening. It should become a hurricane by tomorrow afternoon. The landfall point still projected really not too far from the Sabine Pass. That's the Texas-Louisiana border Wednesday night. And then weakening and recurving north of Alabama. And that will pull some deeper moisture in here late this week, but it's going to be late this week. And the confidence is really increasing in the forecast. I know there's been a lot of shifts left and right with this thing, but this is the modeling. And again, there's very good consensus right into the far western Louisiana coast, which is right in agreement with the National Hurricane Center track. The intensity guidance, again, we're starting to see much better agreement. This will be at least a Category 1, probably a Category 2 at the time of landfall. Maybe pushing major hurricane strength category, which would be a 3. But for now, it looks like it will be a Category 2 at the time of landfall Wednesday night. Let's look at the GFS. This is the 06Z run at 4 o'clock today. Got the big heat bubble over the Four Corners back in the western states. The Bermuda High is off to the east of us, and that kind of opens the door for these things to come up to the central Gulf Coast. This is at 4 o'clock today. You've got Marco near the mouth of the Mississippi River is a tropical storm. Laura near the western tip of Cuba is a tropical storm. This is the radar today at 5 o'clock, and you can see the most widespread rain will likely be across Mobile and Baldwin counties. Up this way, could there be some rain showers today? Absolutely. But again, the really big rains will likely be over those two counties in southwest Alabama. So this is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Marco is dissipated, and that's Laura, strengthening in the Gulf. And again, for Alabama, we'll have showers around. This is the high-res NAM at 5 o'clock. It's not showing a lot. I expect to see more in that. But again, it's not going to rain all day, the typical scattered type stuff. Now, this is Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Laura coming up on the Louisiana coast. And understand, for us, we could be in a subsidence ring. On the periphery of hurricanes like that, you've got this band of sinking air, which really squelches any showers. And again, the high-res NAM not showing much. This is Wednesday at 1 o'clock local time. So I would expect for the northern half of the state a fairly dry day Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, Laura's coming into the western Louisiana coast as a Category 2 hurricane. And this is Thursday at 4 o'clock. The remnant circulation is over southwest Arkansas, and this is when deeper moisture probably begins to be pulled in here, but we still might be in subsidence at that point. But then Friday, the remnant circulation is over far southeast Missouri, and this might be the better coverage of rain this week for if you're in the northern half of the state on Friday. But even then, it's not going to rain all day. And then Saturday, as the weekend begins, we'll have scattered showers and storms around. A mix of sun and clouds, highs in the upper 80s. Sunday, showers probably thinning out a bit. And this is a week from today, Monday, the 31st of August, last day of meteorological summer. A little 591 high for the Gulf Coast. And again, pretty typical stuff, partly sunny, maybe a few scattered storms. Let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, September 2nd, troughing over the eastern states and a surface boundary dropping in here. And just maybe that'll bring us some lower humidity and cooler nights if that verifies. But this is 10 days out. This will probably change. Rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble, the mean between 1.5 and 2 inches for the next 15 days. Again, the bigger range with the tropical systems will stay south and west of here. Highs mostly upper 80s, maybe bumping 90 on a few days, and lows mostly in the low 70s. And here's the new CPC outlook. This is for August 31st through September 6th, showing temperatures here at or maybe a little above average. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.